11:30 at night. Cracker Barrel parking lot. We're getting repairs done. This life is weird. This life is super weird. Can't even feel it shaking. It's very shaky. Kids are sleeping. Weirdos.
We're staying at the Cracker Barrel tonight, in the middle of our 2-day travel, and pull in, and I'm walking around the camper, and I was going to put some blocks under the tires to kind of lift it up on one side, and I noticed that our 2 tires were touching. So I look around, and sure enough, we had one of our U shackles, or whatever, the U brackets for the suspension, busted clean off on the sides, just like it happened on the other side. Luckily, we weren't on the road, and we were in the parking lot, so we weren't going fast, and the tires weren't next to each other for very long. We didn't have any damage to the tires and no blowouts, so we're all safe. But
it happened that way both times.
Yeah, I think the first time we drove for a little bit longer.
We were in the campground.
Yeah. We had somebody flag us down and said they smelled rubber.
Yeah.
This time, not the same, but I don't think it was for very long we were driving.
We had a really hard time finding somebody who could come out and fix it.
Yeah. This time we found someone within like an hour and a half, I think.
Yeah. But we had to make a bunch of phone calls, and...
Yeah, so actually, a friend of mine that we were just visiting who had similar blowout with their U brackets and their shackles busted, and they actually had tire damage. He sent me a link for finding a truck service within your area, so I'm going to put that link in the description down below, so make sure you check that out and save it somewhere just in case you're ever out and have this issue and you need something like that while you're on the road.
We're boondocking, and we only have enough water for one night.
Yeah.
And we would have to use our generator to get power to keep the refrigerator going, so hopefully we can get back on the road tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
Tried calling Good Sam's roadside service, but we don't have that service right now, and actually it takes 48 hours for it to kick in. So we're probably going to be looking into doing that in the next day or two, but the guy that we talked to was a freaking lunatic.
He was weird.
And yeah, I don't know. It was a really weird conversation with him, but
it's all part of full-time travel.
I guess
You're gonna break down eventually. Hopefully, the guy who's coming out thinks he can fix it, but he's not sure. So
yeah.
Hopefully that'll go well.
The last one we had was a mobile RV person, a mobile welder, and that's what this guy is. He does service on semi trucks and all that. The other guy fixed it up great. He basically said it would last for like a month, and it's been about 3.5 months probably.
Yeah.
That
We
we've
should
had it
probably
on
have the
there.
guy that's coming out here look at the other side too while he's here,
Yeah, so
just to make sure it's not weak in any areas.
I think we have a Highland Ridge open range, and I think this is an issue with the Lippert frames and suspension. We're going to look into it. I can probably post links down below for the PDF files for the recalls for that too, if you want to just look them over. And we're going to look into that and see if maybe we can get this covered under warranty, because it's a safety hazard, and they supposedly have a fix, to either shore it up or completely replace them with new brackets that are supposed to be stronger and not shear off like ours are doing.
It's been over $300 for each side, so
yeah, we'll keep everybody posted with that
hopefully
dilemma.
we can get back on the road.
Yeah, but we're hoping the guy can come out tonight, get everything fixed up, and we'll be able to shoot off to the next place tomorrow.
That would be ideal.
Otherwise, we'll have to call around again tomorrow and see if we can find somebody to come out and help us, because we can't really move it.
No.
Our tires are touching. We can't go anywhere.
Nope.
But we'll see.
All right. Fingers crossed.
Yep. So this is on the passenger side. You can see the two tires are rubbing next to each other. That was the first clue that something wasn't right. And then I came back here. And there's the issue. So these brackets right here are actually supposed to be welded in right there. They just completely shear off both sides. We'll see what happens. The fix that they do is to either put on a new bracket like this, or I guess since it's broke they'll have to take everything out. But the new one they have actually comes up the side of the frame here and comes all the way down. If you're just getting it fixed and not replaced, then what they'll do is they'll actually put a piece of metal that goes over the top of everything, and they'll weld it to the frame here and all the way down. So that's what we're looking at. Okay, so the guy came out. He was actually on time and took a look at it. He actually crawled in on the middle of the RV, scooted all the way underneath both axles, and came out on the other side because he wanted to get a really good look at it. But so his suggestion was actually not to weld the brackets back onto the frame where they were, just because the way that it moves and adjusts with the RV while you're traveling, he thinks that it will just break off again pretty soon. So his idea was actually go back to his shop, fabricate some new metal brackets that were going to be pretty thick, and then he was going to bolt everything together through the frame and through the bracket for the springs. So that's where he is now. He's had to drive off to his shop to go fabricate those pieces, and then he'll be back later on to install them.
It's like 8:30 at night.
24-hour service.
I can't believe he's going to be doing this at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I
but
verified the
I'm
price with
thankful
him
for
still, and
it. It's the same.
same price, at least for now.
Ooh,
See
we
what
might be
happens.
back on the road tomorrow.
Maybe.
Maybe. Fingers crossed.
Okay, so Jason is outside with the guys fixing the RV. It is so noisy. I'm so glad we're not in a campground right now. There's no way we could have been able to do this. But they are jacking it up while we're in it. We had to bring in one of the slides, and then they needed to take the tire off, which just like shook the whole RV like it was a massive earthquake. I can't believe Zachary and Jonah are sleeping through this. It's turning into kind of a major repair here in the middle of the night, which is just bizarre to me that this is happening. That we're not in a repair shop and that it's happening in the middle of a Cracker Barrel parking lot. It's been a really long day. We're tired and we're really stressed about this. It's a miracle for the second time that it did not cause a major accident, and we're just really thankful that it happened while we were parked and or parking, in the process of parking. The Ohio roads are tough. So hopefully they can get this fixed tonight. It's gonna cost us quite a bit of money, but it's just part of this lifestyle, being ready for unexpected breakdowns and turn of events. And RV maintenance is not like house maintenance at all. So it's definitely more frequent and more expensive sometimes. So not always, but sometimes. I'll just be surprised if Zachary sleeps through the rest of the repair because it's very loud. And part of the reason this is more extensive than the last time we had it fixed is because of the gas line. It's very dangerous to weld next to the gas line. So we have to take some extra precautions there. So hopefully they'll finish up soon and we can go to bed because I think we're all really tired after this really long day. I have no idea how the kids are sleeping through this. So noisy.
Okay, here we are the next day, and everything's ready to go. We're about to take off. Saying a prayer that everything goes smoothly. I walked around the camper and talked to Nelson and said, get us to this next place safely. Get my family there safe.
We're Indiana bound. Let's see if we can make it today.
And State. We're actually going to drive very close by the Highland Ridge factory.
Can we flip them the bird as we go by?
It'd be hard not to drop it and run.
We would want a place to sleep tonight.
Alright.
You ready?
Nope.
Let's give this bad boy a trial run. Makes me nervous.
I'm about to take my foot off the brake. Here we go.